It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look here at the visitors. Third best record here in the early going. And, of course, Texas, 2 games back.
Checking out the Longhorns. They had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for Texas, they've got Torrey, the dude out there with the dude, and it's the Wizard. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Good on the triple.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's Torrey. Gonzalez's shot is off. There's a screen. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Saunders. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here he goes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Outside, Gonzalez. Pass to Torrey. Left side, Gonzalez.
Away team foul. Number 21. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the Wizard. Last time out he had 13 points. Here's Torrey. Can they get it?
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
And another miss by Texas. Baker in the corner. For the 3. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Longhorns have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at that true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's the dude. Shot clock at 6. Here's Torrey. And another miss by Texas.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Pass to Saunders. Here's Ward. There's Baker. You saw him with 10 points last game. The 3 ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
21.
He's got 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Saunders.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Basket counts.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Here's the Wizard, still without a basket. Gonzalez passes to the Wizard. Texas moving it around. Outside, Gonzalez. Taken away. Pushing it up. Here's Saunders. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. Do you like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's Texas. Still without a basket in the game. Pass to the dude. Here's Traore to stop the drought. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Here's Saunders. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a moment to see numbers for the dude. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Traore. And here's Gonzalez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort. There's
a good screen. Here's the dude. Hasn't made one yet. Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Pass to Ward. Here's Saunders. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's the Wizard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Gonzalez. And another miss by Texas.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Fast break, Texas. Here's the Wizard. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Number 10, first personal foul, second team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing, and some changes here for Texas. Clark, he's checked in for the Wizard, and it's Pope in for Gonzalez. And he's good on the second. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's the Wizard. We saw him with 10 points last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. The Wizards got his second basket of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
He gets it in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
All right, this is the court.
The dude, he's checked in for the Longhorns. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. And you look at the Wizard, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And you have to credit the 2 guards who are willing to come back and mix it up for a rebound. That attitude catches on for the entire team.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gets.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Texas shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. To the paint. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Off target from the baseline. Now Texas with it. "36 seconds left in the first quarter. The dude passes to the Wizards. Texas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Saunders. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Texas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
To the middle, deflects the pass, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's the Wizard. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Out to the right wing. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. They get it back, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's the dude. Scoreless thus far. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the dude. His first shot coming late, and Texas tacks on 2 more.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you guys.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. It's blocked, and mismanagement of the 30-second shot clock as they'll turn it over without getting a shot off in time.
Number 20, Dawson Baker.
Texas trails by 19. Pass to the Wizard. There's the steal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the left side wing. Down low. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Knocked away. Hope the pass to the dude. They set the pick. Pass to Pope. Shot from 16. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Saunders. Pope with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Away team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside, Gonzalez. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. No good from 18.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Ward. Still scoreless. Here's Saunders. 5 to shoot. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Texas trails by 19. Pass to the dude. Takes the 13-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. To the wing right side. Here's Baker. Pass to Saunders. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Baker. Nothing on the board. Ward misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gonzalez, that's good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
To end the cold streak.
Yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Texas trails by 19. Here's the dude. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Steps back. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Gonzalez. No good with the triple.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
There's Baker. He has yet to score. Pass to Traore for three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
There's Baker. Here's Ward. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Here's the dude to the inside. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Driving inside.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Pass to Traore. Here's Gonzalez. And Texas hits again from deep.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Wizard is checked in for the dude. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
.119 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Ward. Here's Saunders. Five on the clock. A Wizard with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
To the paint. Here's the Wizard. The rebound by Baker. Pass to Ward. 29 seconds left now here in the second. The quick look, no good that time. Texas trails by 13. Here's Traore. Outside Gonzalez. Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And that concludes the first half. Up 11. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance.
The key stat here is rebounding. They're way ahead in that category. They've been the far more physical team, Shaq.
Elbow sandwiches with some extra mayo on the side. Yum, yum.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Texas trails by 11. We've got the Wizard, the dude out there with the dude. Then there's Traore. That's the groove that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. Now here's Gonzalez. Launches a three. The dude misses. Got a piece of it. To Gonzalez. Longhorns passing it around. Fades and shoots. The Wizard can't hit. Well, 50% from the floor. Drives to the hoop. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The dude passes to Gonzalez. To the inside.
The ball goes to the away team.
Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
It's deflected. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Gonzalez. Here's the dude. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 5. Outside Gonzalez. And another miss by Texas.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here.
Wow, hammering it in. Look out.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's the dude. Pass to Gonzalez. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Gonzalez has got 8 points.
Well, that's the look you're hoping to get every time up the floor.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Ward. To the left wing. Baker passes to Saunders. Takes the three. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to the Wizard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Away team foul. Number 38. First personal foul. First team foul.
Texas trails by 13. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back to you guys.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. For Texas, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Gonzalez, that's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's the pick. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Texas trails by 13. Pass to the dude. Longhorns passing it around. Outside Gonzalez. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Longhorns will keep it. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the 15-footer. Gonzalez has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Pass to the dude. Back to Gonzalez. To the paint. Here's the Wizards, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Down low. Pass to Baker. Here's Ward. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Texas trails by 15. From past the arc. The dude misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Ward. Drills it from outside. Ward's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The dude passes to the Wizard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Ward. He has 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
For Texas, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Longhorns with some changes. Pope comes in for the Wizard, and it's the Wizard in for the dude. To Gonzalez. Here's the Wizard. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
The 3. Nailed from three-point land. He has 31.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Gonzalez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Pass to Saunders. Nice move. And the layup is good. Saunders has got 8.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Gonzalez. He's got 14. The Wizard can't hit. Pass to Saunders. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And so here's Texas. Outside Gonzalez. The Wizard passes to Gonzalez. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And that one, good.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
It's intercepted. Pass to Saunders. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here. No good on the second free throw. The Longhorns have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Pope. No scoring in this one. To the middle. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Ward. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Texas shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pass to Pope. Here's the dude. To the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to the Wizard. Off target with his 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Here's the dude. And here's the break. Here's Baker. Count it. Baker's got 4 points this quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the dude. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower price, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
To the right side. 6 to shoot. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Going inside. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Here's Ward. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. For Texas, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Pope over to the wing. Fade away. The Wizard can't hit. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Baker with the bucket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And so here's Texas. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Mark. Stolen away. Here's Baker. Pass to Ward. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Team foul. Timeout away team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Gonzalez. Out left to the wing. Shoots the three. That one no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Saunders. They set the pick. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Longhorns have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession. On Thursday and then on Monday.
And guys, even though things have been rolling right along for them this last stretch, I could see them still getting a boost from coming home. They always say role players perform better in front of the home crowd.
Left side, Gonzalez. Pass to the dude. Beyond the arc. Gonzalez's shot is off. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Here's the dude. Inside. It's picked off. It's deflected. Outside, Gonzalez. They set the screen. And another miss by Texas. Doing it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. The fadeaway, and the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
The Wizard can't hit. And that one is hammered home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Outside, Gonzalez. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. No good. Texas shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Driving in. Takes it off the glass.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
There's the pick. 58 seconds left in the fourth. And that one, good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's the dude with the fadeaway. The shot, no good. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked. Outside, Gonzalez. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous can this team be?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, they're basketball players. And the most important, we're having fun.
Winning's a lot easier when the shots are going in, that's for sure. Thanks so much.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present our player of the game.